actually tell you how to get started, how to build your funnel. Welcome, Chloe Lynn, as known as the Arigato Investor, to Chatter Matters. And I'll hand it over to you.
Hi everyone, thank you so much, Yansu, for inviting me. And I can see there are a lot of people who are using organic content, which is my primary strategy. So I can't wait to share with you guys how I double my sales ever since I started Manychat. And yeah, and in the end, we will also have some Q&A time. So really looking forward to share with you all of my little secrets as well. Okay, so if you're excited and ready, can you type ready in the chat? How many of you are excited and ready? Awesome. Okay, thank you everybody. Now, okay, we are going to get started. And just like what Yansu said, it's actually 160K funnel. I kind of updated a little bit after we confirmed the content. And that's why it's 160K in 3 months. And all I did was 100% organic. So I haven't ventured into ads yet. So if you have ads expertise, that's even more awesome because you are going to see how you can build on your organic arm even stronger to make this whole entire funnel even more profitable for yourself as well. So for myself, just to let you know, this was before ManyChat. So I only started using ManyChat in July this year. So for the past April to July, this is the amount of sales I do. Basically, it's just I'm a content creator. I'm also an investment coach. So I mainly sell my investment programs, and it's about $80,000 for 3 months. And since I started using ManyChat on 1st of July, until October. So, and then it become like $164,000. So, I was really amazed by how ManyChat helped me to automate my entire sales funnel and really build a lot more like fun engagement with my followers. I wish I started using earlier, but it's all good, right? We all started some way. So yeah, how I double my sales, and this is what you're going to learn. So how many of you would love to double your sales with organic content? Okay, if you want to learn, can you type 2x in the chat? Okay, 2x. Double your sales, 2x. Awesome. XX. I love it. Now, maybe you are thinking, okay, Chloe, in order for you to have these kind of sales, like 2x to $164,000, you must have a lot of followers. You must have tons and tons of followers on Instagram for you to do that. No, actually, I don't really have a lot of followers. This is my official account on IG. I only have about 6,700 followers. And even though I have more followers on TikTok, I haven't really integrated ManyChat with TikTok. So I would say that the sales that you see is actually just integration with ManyChat on IG alone. So yeah, so you really don't need to have a lot of followers to have a lot of sales. All you need to do is make sure you have a proper automated system for yourself. And with a proper content strategy and funneling process, which I'll be sharing with you how exactly I do it, I hope to give you more insights how you can improve your current funnel as well. Right? So that's why if I can do it, so can you. How many of you believe that you can do it? If you believe, can you give us the muscle emoji inside the chat? Thank you. And yes, you believe. We all must believe first, manifest that, and take action to make this happen. By the way, I'm from Singapore, so in case you're wondering why I'm called the Arigato investor, because I do learn Japanese, I speak Japanese, I'm Singaporean, and I believe in the power of appreciating, loving, and thanking wealth, right? So that's why I call myself the Arigato investor. So a very quick introduction about myself. I'm all in the financial education space. So if you're into investing, maybe you have followed my account before. If not, you can maybe start exploring, following my account just to learn how I do content creation as well. So on TikTok, I have about 200K followers. But like I said, I didn't really integrate TikTok with ManyChat. So whatever things I'm going to share with you is really 100% applicable to Instagram. Yeah, and very importantly is over the years, I also share a lot of content, not just in terms of like promoting my courses. I also interview a lot of different experts, be it is it like William Green, the author, best-selling author of Richer, Wiser, Happier. I interview Robert Kiyosaki, Mary Buffett. So I put all those little content into my own social media library as well. But all these just help to establish my like credibility and trust, but they are not being used to convert into sales funnel. So even though maybe right now you do not have a lot of like famous interviews with famous people, it's totally okay because what you are going to see next is just me talking in front of camera or me like doing some reels, and it's still working as well, right? So most importantly is over the years you can continue to accumulate all this credibility and results, but at the same time start doing what you can do to improve your own business as well. Now, that's why I call this the arigato content strategy, because when we appreciate this, whoa, our wealth will appreciate together. So let's 2x, double our sales. Now, firstly, let me ask you this question. In order for your IG channel, right? Most of the time, what are you posting? Are you posting reels or are you posting carousels? If you're posting reels, type R. If you're posting carousel, most of the time, type C. Which one are you posting more? Oh, wow, I can see a lot of you guys are posting reels more. All right, some of you post both. Okay, now, which one works best for me? I will show you step by step. Now, firstly, actually, regardless what are you posting, what format are you posting, the hook is the most important thing. How many of you agree? Right? Because only when you have an interesting hook, then people will stop and want to scroll through, right? And want to look through the rest of your content pieces. So hook is the most important thing. And that's why I want to give you some additional insights to make you write better hooks, to make you create better hooks, so that whether you are focusing on carousel or focusing on reels, it will work for you. All right. So now let me use one of my quite I think good content piece on carousel format to show you the hook process. And as you go through this carousel, you let me know what makes you think that this carousel makes people want to stop and want to just scroll through, right? So this is my first carousel slide, all right? Say currently I'm stuck on the train in the US, nowhere to go. So I opened up my brokerage account and I was shocked. Right? How many of you get a little bit curious right now? If you feel a little bit curious, can you type C in the chat? It's like, why is Chloe shocked? What happened to her brokerage account? Okay, so this is kind of like an emotion trigger I'm going to get. I want audience, your audience to also experience it because people are usually very much curious, right? As long as they don't know what's going to happen next. So this is curiosity. And then after that, I showcase a screenshot of my brokerage account. I said on 4th June, one of my brokerage account, Weibo, right, show $127,000 profit, right? And this is an account that I opened a year ago. And then after that, I showcase another one, which is just 1 week later, my profits climbed to 136K. Now, how many of you felt like, wow, as I am showcasing with proof and results like this, it adds in more credibility and it makes you want to see what happened next. Okay, if you felt so, can you type C in the chat? Okay, C stands for credibility and curiosity at the same time, right? Exactly, right? Emotional triggers. And now it's continued emotion trigger as well. And then after that, okay, whoa. But afterwards, my profits dipped, right? From 136K now to 134K. So this is where I think vulnerability also helps because especially if you are in niches with you can show numbers, you teach people how to run a business, you like maybe you are like me, you're a financial investment coach, your portfolio can't be going up all the time, right? So it's good to actually showcase that sometimes you might have downs. And people like that, right? Because of that, it's relatable and it's vulnerability that make people want to trust you more, right? So I want you to think about how can you be more vulnerable inside your content, but still actually building a stronger rapport and trust with your audience as well. And now after that is, whoa, after this, okay, after the dip, eventually my profits went back up to 150K. And the craziest part is what I do is I use ETF with options, which is the strategy that I do, right? So what I did was eventually I asked them, I say, hey, if you want to learn exactly how I do it, just comment options below and I will show you my free tutorial. Right? So because of that, you can see that despite my account is not very big, I have about 130 comments over there. And a lot of people just opt in to my webinar, which later on I will show you my entire sales process funnel. And through that, basically brings me a lot of natural conversion, and I didn't even pump any ads on that. Imagine if I boost my post, maybe run certain ads, I think it would probably do even better. So when I convert into using ads, I will actually reuse these posts because I know that it works well organically as well, right? So that is one of the strategy that I do. So summary, firstly, you want to make sure you have attention grabbing hook, be it is it like triggering emotions, fear, curiosity, that will make people want to stop and scroll, right? And then if you are having certain transformation process, document that, right? You might not be using immediately, but you take like a picture of yourself or like certain track record that you have, just screenshot them because over the years, you will be realizing, wow, this is so useful. And you can start document your process and people will trust you even more because this is legit what you've been through, right? And then be authentic, be vulnerable. It's okay that you don't win all the time because you can't win 100%, right? But as you go through this journey, people felt like it's a hero story, right? It's a hero story that your turning point, you kind of got up and then down and then up again, right? That's what movies as well, right? We love hero story because there's ups and down, and your storyline can have ups and down as well, right? And of course, at the end, if you want to have a like very powerful lead to get them to into your sales funnel, then you need to make sure you tease your method, right? You tease your method, make people curious. Oh, exactly what is Chloe using? That's how I will want to command a keyword, and eventually the automation kickstart using Manychat. And of course, during the part when we talk about keyword, very importantly, as you want to use your keyword very wisely, ideally your keyword should tie to whatever method or the results that you want to bring them to. So, for example, certain keywords like my portfolio is about growth, right? Like how to grow my portfolio. I will use portfolio keywords like command growth, command options, command, I don't know, like stocks. That's something that's related to your niche. So people don't feel random and people feel that they're inspired. They feel aspired and inspired to be really typing down that keyword and kickstart the process together with you. How many of you understand where I'm coming from? If you think it makes sense to you, can you type MS in the chat? Okay, MS means make sense. Okay, makes sense to you, whatever things I'm sharing with you right now. Good. Thank you so much, Nathan. Okay, Alia. All right, awesome. So this is one of them, just hook them, right? Now, just now was carousel. Now I want to move on to Reels because I personally also love using Reels. And a lot of times when it comes to Reel, maybe people will think that, oh, you need to have very like professionally set up, or you need to do talking head Reel for a long time. Well, actually, it doesn't have to. And let me show you a very simple Reels I created just like this. Oh, I'm not sure whether there's any audio. Okay, let me double check. Am I sharing audio so that you can hear the music, share sound as well? Okay, now let me share sound one more time. Okay, there's no audio, but it's okay. But basically, you can see that this is a very short reel that is fast, right? And this is called tutorial reels. It's like a very quick tutorial. I show them, oh, if I want to make passive income faster, this is what I will do. Step one, step two, step three, right? As simple as that. And after people get curious about, oh, wow, this tutorial seems interesting, not too complicated, what's next? The next is read my captions, right? So in my caption, I talk about, oh, one of my students make how much, which is true, right? And on top of that, at the very end, I say comment options if you want me to send this free training to you, right? So at the end of the day, you can see that I use options quite often because this is what I teach. I teach people how to do options, right? So that's why it's related to my niche, and I will use this keyword again and again. But at the same time, I will always integrate with other keywords so that there's no keyword fatigue. Imagine every single, sometimes I observe some other content creator, they will use the same keyword for every single thing. And I just feel like, oh, I kind of feel very tired already. I already anticipate what you're going to do, right? But if you have a change of your keyword and a change of certain freebies that you want to give away, it really make people feel fresh all the time. And even though when you bring in those old keywords like old options and whatnot, people still feel that it's new, right? So you kind of always keep them, fresh and looking forward to your next content piece, right? So this is one thing that I personally do as well. So very simple. How many of you felt that this is simple enough for you to do? If you think it's simple, can you type S in the chat? Okay, simple, right? Yes, it's actually a music audio that I chose from Instagram itself. It's just a like a viral music. I just chose anyone, doesn't matter. Yeah, okay. And now after that, this one it's the same thing, exact same thing with a music background. And I just say the best investment advice I wish I knew sooner. Then on top, I actually included my own results because results is the one that really give more people about the credibility as well as the trust. Like, why should I listen to you? So to me, that is my advantage. I can showcase my result very quickly because it's all numbers. But regardless whether you have the numbers to show or not, think about in your own niche, what are the results that you can show that is quite obvious. And yeah, if it's organic content, it's very like it can build trust very quickly. So this one is just like me once again just look back. That's it. Okay. It's like, and then in the end, see man's advice, and I will share with you. So my caption is just the best investment advice. I wish I knew sooner. Comment advice. So that kind of resonates with what I talk about in the reel, so that people felt like everything is like aligned, right? So sometimes it can be my caption can be just the same as my reels call to action, right? And it's simple enough, and people will immediately see what they need to do next in order to unlock whatever things that they can get from, in this case, it's my piece of advice. So my piece of advice in the end actually is drive them to my newsletter. And my newsletter, later on, I will share with you. I felt like it's a very important strategy eventually if you want to also expand into having your newsletter. It will build a lot of rapport, a lot of trust, and you own those email address, and you can do that for retargeting and all this. Very, very useful. So later on I will share more. Basically it's drive to my newsletter. Yeah, so it can be very, very short and simple, but it can be very like powerful in terms of getting people to give them their email address to you as well, right? So now, this one, tip number three, okay, due to there's no audio, but this is a talking head video, okay? If you can read the caption, you will see what am I talking.
Um, Chloe, we don't get the audio. Just
Yeah, I
uh,
know. I
yeah.
don't know why there's no audio. Double check. Is it because of my setting? My audio is, let me try to use speakers. Is it this? Let me see. Let me try again. Nah, it doesn't work. Okay, I'm sorry, guys, but you can go to my feed later to watch this video if you want to. But basically, I was telling them, okay, if you have this amount of money, you should be making how much passive income, and passive down below so I can show you how. So you can see this one is me using another keyword, but I'm driving to the same automated webinar that I already recorded, which is the same one as options webinar. So yeah, it's just using different keywords to make people feel that it's something new. So whoever who might be interested in, they can also go through the funnel again, right? So my caption is simple. I say, hey, just if you aren't making this amount of money, then just comment passive and I will show you how you can do it. All right, so as simple as that. Okay, it looks like there are some people, there's a way to recording. Oh, okay. So later on, I will share with you how many of you would love to have these slides. If you love to have these slides, can you type S in the chat? Okay, the slides where I will, that means you can watch the video because it's embedded in the slides. Okay, so at the end, I will share with you how you can get the slides just after Q&A, right? But let's go through the entire thing first, right? So now, very importantly, I think this one of the video, this one, why it works, it's I just type in this called replying. How much should I be making if I have 5,000? So actually this one, no one actually asked me, to be honest. But I think there are people who are curious, right? There are people who are curious. Oh, how much should I be making if I have $5,000? How much should I be making if I have $10,000? Even though no follower actually asked me on Instagram, I kind of anticipate that there will be these kind of questions. So I literally just put it as if someone asked me and I put it as a text. And because of that, I think whoever who can relate to that, they are curious about this question, they will watch this video, right? So I think the replying, even though it's not an actual reply, you just put it as a text as if you're replying to someone else. It's it can work magically, right? So think about for your own content, what kind of questions or pain point that people might have, and you can turn it into replying da 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 da, right? And that could be a very yeah, like useful reels or like even carousel. This is how you can it can work. Now, for myself, I'm not sure about you guys. I tend to have more non-followers watching my reels rather than carousel, right? But sometimes some of the carousel do so well, I attract a lot of non-followers as well. So for me, it's if I want to continue to attract more new non-followers to come to my account, follow me, and eventually become my one of my students, then I think definitely I should be posting more reels because it helped me to attract more non-followers. But regardless, I felt that the best strategy is really to have both because my carousel post works very well with my existing followers, and you know that not all your existing followers are your customers already, right? They might need multiple times, right, to be convinced that eventually they want to embark on this journey with you. So that's why you do both and nurture the existing audience, but at the same time, build on new followers through Reels as well. So 50-50. If you understand where I'm coming from, can you type 50-50 in the chat? Okay, 50-50. Awesome. Now, very importantly, right? Nothing will truly work if you do not have a automated system, right? An automated sales funnel that help to convert all these followers into raving customers. And that is why for myself, I like to use Manychat. And previously without Manychat, I don't know what was I doing. Oh, I was mainly using newsletter, right? But since I use Manychat, it really opened up a new floodgate of new customers because social media is very powerful. And at the same time, yeah, I built a lot of good rapport on social media as well. So I want to show you the behind the scenes of some of my well written automation so that you can see for yourself how you can integrate that as well. Okay, how many of you would love that? If you love that, can you give us some love inside the chat? Okay, awesome. How many reels do I put on? I put on like one to two posts per day. So can be a combination of one carousel, one reel. Yeah. So I know some content creators, they are even more hardworking. Then obviously the more hardworking you are, the better it is. But at my current pace right now, I think one to two posts per day is pretty good. But on top of that, I still do story. So I have one story, one reel, and one carousel. Most of the days. All right. So now let's go into my Manychat. I'm going to share screen from here. All right. So as you can see, right, this is my own Manychat funnel. I have many different things, right? And I felt like the best way to do Manychat is to really have a funnel for every single reel. Like I don't post reels, I don't post carousels for random stuff, right? I want to make sure every piece of my content that goes out can hit something, right? Be it is it I drive people to a funnel, or I get people to become my newsletter subscribers, or I get people to watch my YouTube video, right? Every piece of content helps to build trust, and that's why I have many different funnels that goes out simultaneously. So for example, because I am from Singapore, so sometimes I will run like free workshop just to give value to my followers. And eventually, right, because people receive so much free value from me, it's natural for them to trust me even more to become my paid students, right? So you can see like, for example, this one is like a free workshop. I have like 87 automation triggered. And this one, okay, this one is one of the thing. Okay, but let me show you my options one first, because the options one is the one that contributed the most for my sales when I doubled it. Yeah, so this is the one, okay? I use the grow your email list function, and you can see that I have different content pieces basically drive up to the same automation funnel that I set up on ManyChat. So I say, hey, just confirm. Would you like to join my Options to Freedom Masterclass? That's my masterclass name. Then I say, this is how I basically grew my portfolio, right, to 7-figure by age 33, right? So want me to send you? Then obviously, right, they will click yes. And you can see the click-through rate is quite relatively high. It's about 73% click-through rate. And then because I want to capture their email first, so the reason why I want to do that is because sometimes people might click, but they see that it's a landing page, they might not want to give you their email address anymore. So I use Manychat and I integrated with my Google Excel spreadsheet so that people without looking at landing page yet, they give me their name. Okay, I will remind them, hey, you want to give me your name, and so that I can send you my email address. So I will even have obviously like from my name, then I will ask them for the best email address, and everything will be inserted into Google automatically. I just need to export that and like just transfer that into my newsletter database and all this, right? And if they never reply, then I'll remind them, hey, are you still there? So people might forget, right? People get busy. So it's always good to have reminder like that. And eventually, after they all done, then I will say, hey, all set. Can't wait to let you dive in. So grab your free spot right now. So when they click grab your free spot, basically it's to my landing page. And you can see that my landing page, it's like it's already automated. So this one, it's okay. So this one outside of ManyChat, but basically you link it to a landing page that will do the sales conversion for you. So for myself, is I do like a free masterclass. The end of the free masterclass, if those who want to join my 3 day like live coaching program like this with Q&A about options about investing, then they can join my paid program, right? So that's my own funnel process. But for you, everyone is different. If you have a direct checkout page, you can also drive directly to your checkout page, right? So it really doesn't matter. So this is one of the funnel that works very well. And then at the same time, I have all this like sometimes even free. Oh, recently I did launch a low ticket like direct checkout page, and this is what I do. I have this. Was it like where is it? Okay, I think one of them is this. Yeah. So this one is sometimes you can see my funnel can be really just short. You can say, hey, someone commented, right? And because they watch my this is a carousel post, and I show them that there are different ways to grow their money, right? Through different investing strategies. And in the end, if you're interested in comment, I think they comment a keyword. I forgot what. Oh, the keyword is show me. Okay, show me how you do it. Okay, so they comment a keyword and then they say, hey, just checking, you want me to show you how I make money from all 7 strategies, right? Then they say, yes, you can see the click-through rate is very high, right? It's only like 89. And then they are being directed to my direct checkout page. So this is a direct checkout page because it's a lower ticket. It's like 7 course for $47. So to a lot of people, it's no brainer, right? To learn about investing with just $47. And that's how it's a direct checkout page for those who want to just get started at the lower ticket, and then eventually if they want to move on to a slightly mid-tier item, they can join my 3 day live coaching via Zoom as well. So that's why right now I have 2 sales funnel, but the current number that you saw previously when I jumped to 160K, I haven't launched this yet. This one I only launched it this month. Oh no, last month. So yeah, so last month I launched this funnel just to test it out. It's been really good, right? I really love how the automation works. But at the same time, the previous one is to my mid-tier ticket item, which is my 3 day Zoom class. So that's how you can do it. You can just basically just explore different kind of functions, and they are so and your automation doesn't have to be complicated. Sometimes it's just one box, right? Or sometimes like can be this one is like my masterclass. It's a free masterclass. So there's a lot of people who actually opted in for this. Then say, hey, here's a Zoom link. So this is just a Zoom link, right? So through Zoom, I collected the email address, and that's how I can continue the nurture as well. Okay, so far so good. Okay, do you use Manychat? Okay, right now, actually, I have not explored Manychat AI. So if you have good insights or good experience, feel free to let us know. What is my ad spend? I don't spend on ad. I haven't spent on ads yet. Yeah, so eventually I will explore because ads can help you to scale fast, and I am in the process of exploring, but I haven't spent on ads yet. All right. Yes, so I'm not, it's not costing me anything because I have some database, and on top of that, I am using my Instagram account that I showed you just now, the 6,700 followers to do this. Yeah. All right, so now let me go back to my slides because I have more things I need to share before we have more Q&A time. All right, so how many of you are quite clear about ManyChat automation process, like my behind the scene? If it's quite clear for you, can you type C in the chat? Okay, just want to make sure everybody is pretty clear. All right. Yes, okay, Gabby, later on I will talk a little bit more about email marketing. It's a very powerful tools, right? So like I said, eventually depending on your sales funnel, back then when I have that double of sales, it's actually just to drive to my automated webinar. So this webinar was recorded 2 years ago. Okay. So but I think whatever things that I teach is evergreen, right? Like the market condition can change, but the principle is the same. So I recorded 2 years ago and I automated and still it gives me sales. So as long as something is working, I am not going to shut it down, right? Even though the sales might slow down a lot, and that's why I am introducing new kind of sales funnel, which is my low ticket items sales funnel recently. But this one is still working. I will just let it run. I will let both run at the same time. And yeah, but of course, remember, not everyone will buy from you immediately. And we all know that, right? We need multiple touch points to build trust, to follow the person through her journey. And that's why for me, it's really about adding value and nurturing your clients, your customers everywhere, right? When I say everywhere, literally, not just on social media, right? On IG, I felt that this is one of the best platform, especially Manychat automation integrates it with it so well, right? But at the same time, I felt like there are more ways to nurture your audience better. And one of my way is I actually use newsletter. And I'm very active on my newsletter. I almost send out newsletter every single day. And in the past, it could take me some time to write a newsletter. But now, with AI and ChatGPT, boom, I can come out a newsletter in like 10 to 15 minutes. So immediately, right? And I mean, like if you are able to train your AI to talk like you, they really sound like you. So I felt like whatever things that I write through my AI, it's pretty much like how I'm talking to my followers anyway. So it's a very interpersonal connection I'm building, not just on social media platform, but in their inbox as well, right? So the newsletter platform that I personally use is Beehive, and I love this platform. It's because, okay, one of the reasons why I feel motivated to write every single day is because I am able to get paid writing a newsletter. Like how does that work is you can see, okay, so I write different things about like Singapore, about like my own travel journey whatsoever, but everything related back to investing, right? Because even for my travel, I talk about how much I make as I travel. So everything is linked back to your niche, right? So for Beehive, how I get paid is you can see that right now I earn in the past 12 months, right? I earn about $4,000. Not a lot, but it covers all my subscriptions, right? It's like the first software that I ever use that I get paid using this, and it pays me more than what I invest in my subscription. So it's like this amount of money is more than enough to cover all my subscription to run my business. Yeah. So for those who are interested to explore, you can actually use this QR code. It's basically my affiliate link. And when you use this affiliate link, I think you will get like certain percentage off for your subscription for a few months, and then I also get some affiliate fees. But I just want to show you how does that work is like you can see I have about 8,000 subscribers, and every single day as I engage with them, some of them may drop out. It's okay, right? But most importantly is whoever who find my newsletter valuable, they will stay and they be converted into a paying customer eventually, right? So how do I get paid? Firstly is of course, I market my own program, right? So I will drive them to my free masterclass once again, right? So remember, I have my free 2 hour masterclass where eventually I will share about the 3 day paid coaching, right, which is live, right? So I will showcase some of my students' results, some of my own results to build trust, whether on social media or on my newsletter, right? So that's number one, right? Of course, this is the main revenue generating stream, right? But at the same time, as I sell my own program, I generate money, I get paid through ad network, right? So ad network is basically like other newsletter want you to showcase their banner inside your newsletter, and whenever people click on it, you get paid, right? So that's how I get paid, like the four over $1,000, right? Just this year, because people click on whatever newsletter that is inside this ad network. And yeah, I felt it was pretty good. But of course, if you don't want to do it every single day, it's also okay because sometimes if it's a sales driven copywriting, I might not want to introduce other people's newsletter inside. But if it's just a normal newsletter that I know that I'm not like running a huge sales campaign or the promotion campaign, I will just integrate and say, by the way, I will finish writing my newsletter. I will say, oh, by the way, check this out. That's it. Okay. I don't do any extra promotion effort for them. I just say, by the way, check this out. And whoever want to check this out, they click. Oh, I get paid. So I think it's pretty good. Right. So it's pretty hassle free. And yeah. And of course, that's just on the newsletter side. And yeah, so that's why if you ask me about this question, newsletter to me, it's a very key, important channel that eventually when you grow have certain amount of database, some of you maybe even have a bigger database than me, then engage them, right? And there's so many ways to get your customers to become a paying or raving fans for you as well, right? And last but not least, if you do have more extra capacity, then I run my own Telegram channel. I run my own YouTube channel. And the reason why I do that, it just felt like newsletter is pretty much in their inbox, but Telegram is more like a WhatsApp, right? So they receive message more intimately, right? Spontaneously, but it's a channel so that they don't DM, they don't like I won't reply their DM, right? So, but at the same time, I felt that it's a very useful way to engage more and immediate rapport. And then same time for my YouTube channel, I just do long form video and yeah, nurture content, give free value over there, and I will use Manychat to drive to some of my YouTube long form pieces so that they can learn even before they sign up for my 3-day program, right? So yeah, so this is what I personally like to do, right? So any questions so far? I want to try WhatsApp broadcast. Oh yeah, I think that can work. I haven't tried WhatsApp broadcast yet, but I think it's pretty similar in terms of how the Telegram is being run as well. Yeah. All right. So yeah, so basically that's about it. Once again, I felt like it's never an overnight success. So I'm very blessed to be able to double my sales, right? Because I started using ManyChat. So be open-minded what kind of possibilities that it can unlock for you. But of course, you can see that even before that, I already have sales coming in because I set up an funnel, right? So if you are in the process of setting up your funnel, just keep going. You know that it's going to be so worth it. And eventually, when you're ready to scale using ads, it will be even more magical, right? So keep going, all right? It's totally worth it. And most importantly, right, have fun in the process, and it's gonna be a very enjoyable journey. Okay, how many of you have fun learning through this session as well? You have some fun? Can you type me in the chat? And last but not least, okay, before I do the actual Q&A together with Yansu, I want to share with you how you can get my slides, okay, just in case some of you are rushing for time. So I am actually running two Instagram accounts right now. So the first one is Arigato Investor. You can follow that. That one has 6,700 followers. Right now, I'm running a new one called arigatoinvestor.official. And the reason why I'm doing that is because I do have different content pieces that I might not want to showcase everything into one account. And I also heard that like from other experts saying that, oh, it's good to run multiple like accounts to grow your followers faster. So I'm not sure. I'm just testing it out. And right now I have about 500 over followers on my new account. So maybe after today I have 600. I would really appreciate that. So just go to my new IG account, arigatoinvestor.official. You scan this QR code and DM me 2x, right? So once you DM me and follow me, and yeah, I will be able, using ManyChat automation, the slides will be sent to you to your DM. All right. So yeah, just type 2x. You will, do you use the same content? Okay. So maybe we can do that for, oh, thank you so much. All right. Some of you already done. Yeah. So in the meantime, yeah, I will be able to answer more questions if Yansu is able to
Yes,
asking
let's
questions.
take this like few minutes to get some questions. I think maybe like that question you just started is like a good one. Do you use the co same content across like different channels?
Yeah, so for that one, most of the time I will repurpose. Like for example, if I already have this reel on my Instagram, I would just post the same thing on TikTok. Yeah, but to me, I just felt like for some reason my IG response sometimes can vary across platform to platform. So I post the same thing on my YouTube Shorts as well. So yeah, I do that. But if you ask me the most effective platform, still it's my IG for now. Yeah. And automation can kicks in much better for IG.
Great. And maybe a question around like your content creation process. Is AI good to use for help for like hooks and content creation? I think you did give a little bit insight. Maybe you want to
Yeah.
expand on this.
Okay, one of the things that I do as a content creator is I will observe what other content creators are doing. So this give you the fastest shortcut, right? And you have a much likelihood of your content going viral by studying what other content creators are doing. So for example, if you are in health and fitness niche, you go and see what other health and fitness big creators are doing, what kind of reels or what kind of content pieces that just go viral. And are you able to do something similar? I'm not asking you to copy 100%, but if you do something similar, that means your likelihood of your content getting traction is a lot higher. And of course, as you are refining the content, you are able to add in your own advice, right? So for myself, I will always add in a little bit about like options investing because I know most content creators don't talk about options. So even though they can talk about personal finance, I will always add in the options element inside so that to make these content related to me as a content creator. So that will really help you to shortcut your thinking. What kind of content can go viral? You already know this can go viral, and you can just fine tune and tweak a little bit. And of course, AI help, but I think most of the time is you just see what has already been working.
Nice. Thank you. This is actually a really good question. This is awesome info, Chloe, says Takros. For your ManyChat flows, are you using similar flows per keyword or more complex sequences to either course or newsletters?
Actually, my Manychat flow, if I can show you once again, it's pretty simple. I don't think I use too complicated because I don't think I'm a very techy person in the first place. So, some of the contents are pretty similar. For example, I will use a story, and then I will use a real talking head. I will talk about a post. This is like a carousel post, and they kind of comment pretty similar things if I'm driving to like this one is a free workshop about Singapore investing. So that's why the content is all about SG Singapore, right? Like SG Singapore, right? So then in the end, they will receive the same DM say, hey, here's the link, right? But sometimes if I have other things like, how should I say? Okay, let me use options as an example. So if I use options, you can see some of my funnel might not have a lot of trigger, right? Then I know, okay, this content probably doesn't get people to be very interested in. Then next time I don't do similar things. I do something that works better. So for example, this is options newsletter. This one has 44. Then it's simple, like comment on my story and then, hey, just checking, you want to learn how this done? Okay, here is how I diversify, da da da, right? So sometimes I will add a reminder, wait for 30 minutes and say, hey, if you want to learn more about my options to freedom masterclass, here's the link to sign up. So it's just very simple automation most of the time. The most complicated one I showed you earlier, which is collect their email first, collect their name, and then give them the link once again. So that's the most robust one so far, but the rest all simple. Yeah,
Okay, I'll just get two last questions.
sure.
Maybe the quick one that was like repeated a few times. Where do you get more conversion, reels or carousels? Which was
Oh, both,
mystery.
both. Like,
Both.
like really, like if you see, if you go to Arigato Investor, this is my IG, right? This is my original IG before I started the new one. So you can see that some of them, like this is the latest one that I post for the lower ticket funnel, but this one is my options class. This one is my options. You can see like the number of content reaction is still quite a lot, right? So this one has 139, this one has 73, and then there are some that I didn't pin, but they also have quite good conversion. So it really I would say just do both. Yeah, and you test it out, right? And you observe what other content creators are doing, and it's able to do well for you. Then you just keep on kind of like repeat the same content. Yeah, I kind of like some of them. I like this. It's just me on like a white, not white, like a blue sky, and then like doing some like shot face, and then I talk about like it's a carousel post. So I will slide, and it's basically me talking about investing once again. Yeah. So you can see the similar elements. I post results and then comment a keyword. Yeah. So this whole thought process is the same.
Nice. I know there's a lot of questions, but we have a very limited time. Sorry about this. I hope to get maybe Chloe again once again, or feel free to maybe DM her.
Sure.
Do you
Yes.
have any specific questions? But one last question related to
Yeah.
sales as well. Do most of your sales come from your subscribers, followers, which you talked about a lot, like building the trust, building
Mm.
credibility, or from non-followers, people new to your content?
Uh, I think this is the next thing that I need to start tracking. Frankly, because I'm one women business. I don't have a team, right? So I do not have the nitty-gritty capacity to go very in-depth in all the data. But I think this is a very good question to level up your business. So I don't have an answer for that, but it's definitely a very good practice. Yeah.
Nice. Thank you so much. I know, yeah, if there are any questions related to Manychat, if you can do this in Manychat or how we can use this together with Manychat, we are happy to answer them over on the Manychat community. Feel free to share your questions there. And also any questions that might require like some perspective. There are a lot of members, like 20,000 people like you there. So we are happy to share all our knowledge and experience. But today, thank you, Chloe, so much for being with us and staying a little bit over. I've really enjoyed and learned a lot. Hope everyone else did as well. We will have the replay shared with you tomorrow. And go give Chloe a follow if you haven't. And thank you so much, everyone. We will have a short survey at the end of the webinar. Please do share your thoughts and feedback so we can bring you more events. And if you want to hear our events, subscribe to community. And that's all my speech. Thanks again, Chloe. Have a nice day, evening to everyone who joined us.
Thanks,
See you at the next
everybody.
event.
Thanks, Manychat, for inviting me and keep going, everybody. You guys can do it. Yeah, make sure to follow me. Just DM me 2x and I will send you the slides as well. Have a
All right.
great day ahead. See you guys. Thank
Bye,
you.
everyone.
Thank you.